was once a fiddler, a very good fiddler. So good he was that he was called for many weddings and even funerals, and he longed to have a son that he could teach all his skills to. And when his wife became pregnant, he was so pleased. This was going to be his boy, his son, all that he was going to do. He couldn't stop talking all through the 9 months. His wife did suggest it might be a girl, but this was dismissed. It was going to be a boy. Well, eventually the time came. Child was born. Put in the long robes that was usual at that time, and the fiddler, he was so pleased about it all. But you see, there was one snag. It was so common in those days that almost as soon as a child was born, it was christened. But the next time the minister was going to be around to do the christening, why, the fiddler had a wedding on the Saturday. And he didn't really think he was going to be in a fit state to take part in a christening on the following day. And so he said to his wife, look, now we've got an extra mouth to feed. I mean, it's really going to be important that we get the money in. Would you mind terribly if we put it off till the next time the minister was coming round? And rather to his surprise, she said it would be perfectly all right. And so, on the Saturday, he went off to the wedding, and it was the small hours of the Sunday when he came back. So he wasn't best pleased when, fairly early in the morning, there was a knock at the door. His wife answered it, and there was a well-dressed man, top hat, well-dressed, who said could he come in? He had something to discuss with them. And so she invited him in and called her husband from his bed, and the man took off his hat, and there in amongst his curls they could see 2 little horns. This was the devil. Right, said the devil, I've come for your child, your baby. What do you mean? Well, you see, I've always longed for a son, and yours is the only unchristened child in the parish. So I've come for your baby son. You can't do that, said the fiddler. You can't do that, said his wife. Oh, yes, I can, said the devil. And he made for the cradle. But the fiddler said, hey, hang on a minute. I believe you like wagers and such, don't you? Yes, said the devil. Well, couldn't you try us out with something? All right, said the devil. I'll come back this evening, and I'll ask you some questions. If you can answer them, you can keep your son. If not, he's coming with me. And suddenly the devil wasn't there anymore. Well, the fiddler and his wife, they spent all that morning and all that afternoon thinking of all the jokes and riddles they could possibly think of, so that they'd be prepared when the devil came back. And then the devil came back. Right, said the devil. You ready? Yes, they said. And he turned to the fiddler. What has long blonde hair, but is loved by both men and women? And the fiddler thought, and his wife thought as well, but the devil was just talking to the fiddler, not the woman. And, well, the fiddler couldn't think. And the devil laughed, a horrible sort of chuckle. I said, call yourself a fiddler, do you? Well, yes. Ah, said the devil. And you can't get that when it's a fiddle bow? Oh, of course it was. Oh, give me another chance, said the fiddler. The devil was enjoying himself. All right. What's my favourite tune? Well, The fiddler knew many devil tunes, but you know how you're asked to produce something and everything you know goes out of your mind? The only thing he could think of was the Devil's Curse, and it wasn't likely to be that, or the Devil Amongst the Tailors, so eventually he stammered out the Devil Amongst the Tailors. The devil laughed. Look, haven't I told you that I wasted all my life for a baby son? It's the devil's dream, of course. And he went to the cradle and he grabbed the child. And he was just going out of the door. And the wife said, "Hey, hang on a minute. I am as much that child's parent as the fiddler there. Haven't I got a chance to get my son?" Said the devil. He didn't really hold with women. "All right. What do I think which is wrong?" The fiddler's wife laughed. She said, "You think if you take that child, you're going to get a son. But let me tell you, you're in for a nasty shock. It's a girl." And the devil vanished. And the fiddler just sitting there open-mouthed. "That's why I agreed to postpone the christening. I didn't know how to tell you. You've been on and on about having a son." But, well, you can imagine they went looking for the minister there and then, and had that child christened. And you know, she learned to play the fiddle very well, and she was as good a fiddler as all her brothers.